Yasser Said found guilty of capital murder in 2008 shootings of teenage daughters. Yasser Said was convicted of capital murder Tuesday in the 2008 fatal shootings of his two teenage daughters, 18-year-old Amina Said and 17-year-old Sarah Said. After hearing closing arguments and deliberating for 3 hours, the Dallas County jury reached the guilty verdict. Judge Chika Anyim sentenced Said to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Prosecutors did not seek the death penalty in the case. Patricia Owens, the mother of Amina and Sarah, addressed her ex-husband on the stand after the verdict. "You deserve to die now, not in prison," Owens said. "You took my life. You took my family all in one night." Said was placed on the FBI's most wanted list after the murders and evaded arrest for more than 12 years. Said, who had worked as a cab driver, was arrested in August 2020 in Justin, Texas. He denied killing his daughters when he took the stand Monday, entering a not guilty plea. Prosecutors claim Said, who is Muslim, murdered his daughters because he was upset that the girls were dating. He wouldn't even let these girls go to a movie. He wouldn't let them date, a prosecutor said during closing statements Tuesday. ABC News local affiliate VAR reported that police have described the murders as honor killings, defined as the killing of a relative, especially a girl or woman, who is perceived to have brought dishonor on the family in certain cultures. During the trial, prosecutors read a December 21, 2007, email Amina wrote to her history teacher 10 days before she and her sister were killed, saying their father made our lives a nightmare and that she and her sister wanted to run away. "I am so scared right now," Amina wrote, according to prosecutors. "Okay, well, as you know, we're not allowed to date and my dad is arranging my marriage. My dad said I cannot put it off anymore and I have to get married this year. He will, without any drama nor doubt, kill us," she also wrote. The girls, along with their mother and their boyfriends, fled their Texas home to Oklahoma on Christmas Day 2007, 4 days after Amina sent the email. Witnesses said the girls returned to the Dallas area on New Year's Eve when their mother said convinced her to return home. The girls' bodies were found on New Year's Day 2008 in a taxicab prosecutors said drove. Last Wednesday, the prosecution played the 911 call Sarah allegedly made the night of her death. During the call, a woman can be heard frantically screaming that her father had shot her and that she was dying. During her testimony in court last Thursday, Owens pointed to her ex-husband, calling him that devil. She testified that Said was controlling and abusive throughout their relationship, adding that she and her daughters left him several times over the years, but they always returned out of fear. Owens declined to comment on the case until her ex-husband is convicted, she told ABC News. In a letter written to the judge overseeing the case, said while he disapproved of his daughter's dating activity, he denied killing the girls. "I was upset because in my culture it's something to get upset about," said through a translator. He testified that he immigrated to the U.S. from Egypt in 1983, and later became a U.S. citizen. Said told jurors that the evening his daughters were killed, he was taking them to dinner because he wanted to smooth things over and solve the problem. However, Said claims he left the vehicle, fleeing into a wooded area before the girls were killed because he thought someone wanted to murder him, testifying that he spotted an unknown person in a car stalking them while they were driving to dinner. Said he did not turn himself in after the murders because he didn't think he would get a fair trial. The defense team claims that Said was targeted by law enforcement because of his Muslim faith and cultural beliefs. Everybody has a preference in how they discipline their kids, just like they have a preference for what kind of food they eat, what kind of people they date, what religion they want to practice, Bahrain News, Saeed's defense attorney, said in closing arguments Tuesday. Discipline does not mean you murdered your children. Your culture does not mean you murdered your children. Saeed's defense team alleged prosecutors sought to generalize and criminalize an entire culture, to fit their narrative. The prosecution rejected the claim that Said was unjustly accused for his religious beliefs. If you intentionally or knowingly caused the death of another in Dallas County, we are coming for you. Period. You will be prosecuted. Period. It has nothing to do with your race or religion, Prosecutor Lauren Black said in her closing argument. Fuck this guy.
For more of these fascinating stories and true crimes, subscribe to Charles Arness World. Thanks for watching.